All right, welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about phases of the market, and you just kind of read about it, and you read about congestion, you read about breakout, and blow off, the three different areas in the chapter. And now we're going to use Simple Booklet to kind of guide you through. You're going to pick 5 different companies, you're going to put the chart in there, and then you're going to show us the different levels. So I'm going to kind of guide you through an example of what I'm looking for you to do in Simple Booklet. And so I'm going to pull it up here and we'll kind of take a look at it. Once you're in your Google Drive, you're going to go to where it says Create, and you click on Create, and then you're going to see where it says Simple Booklet. Once you get in Simple Booklet, you're going to click on Build Your Own. And then we're just going to do a simple flip booklet, and you're going to then type in phases of the market, and then obviously your name. You don't really have to describe there if you don't want, and then you're going to hit Create. Once you're in, just click a blank one because we're going to embed a chart here. So once you are in it, now what you need to do is you need to go to cnbc.com, find your chart that you want to use. So in this case, I want to go to a 3-month. I'm going to use SPY. It's an exchange traded fund, so I'm going to use the 3-month chart, and then I want to use make sure you go to where it says candle. All right, and then once you get that, you're going to right click on it, save image as, save it, and save it to your file. And then once it's in your file, you're going to go back to Simple Booklet, and then you're going to go to Content, Image, and then you're going to upload your chart. So here's my SPY chart. Dump it in there, hit save. And then it's a lot like PowerPoint, where if I double click on it, then I could kind of drag it and move it around by the handlebar up here. So we can kind of move it around and do what we want. So that's kind of what we're looking to do. Now once you have the chart in there, now you're able to mark it up. So you can see I have some text in here. So to add text, you just hit Content, Text, and then you could do Title, Heading, Paragraph. So right here I'm going to just go to Paragraph here real quick, and I have my support. I already pre-typed in support, resistance, blow off, and then I obviously need my breakout. And then I could resize it here, and then I'll just set it down here for now. All right, so there are my different stages. I'm just going to kind of clean this up here. To delete something, you just highlight it, hit delete, and get rid of this arrow, clean this up here, delete, off to left. All right, so now I'm ready to interpret this chart. So the first thing I'm going to try to find is the congestion pattern. So congestion, like the chapter said, you're going to have the ceiling and the floor, and it's going to kind of bounce between. So as I look at this chart, I kind of find a level of congestion, looks like it's kind of in this region. You can see it's kind of bouncing off the top here, and it's hitting a floor here. So I'm going to kind of mark that up, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to Content, and I want to insert some clip art. And it doesn't give us exactly a nice straight even line. I'm just going to grab this red thing here, and I'm going to kind of include that. And once again, I can kind of resize it and stretch it and kind of do that. So what I'll do here is I'll just kind of make it skinny there, and this is going to be the ceiling. And remember, the ceiling is at the support or resistance. That is the resistance. So I'm going to label that part resistance and move that resistance up there. So there you go. There's a level of resistance right here. And you can see it runs around $182 roughly. And then right here would be my support roughly. And that looks like it's around, this chart isn't is clear, but it looks like it's around 178. So obviously, we could use more sophisticated software to be exact on the dollar amount, but right now I just want you to get the concept. So there's a resistance, and here's the support. The support's the floor. And you notice, as we look at this chart, it gets to this point, and then you notice it hits the ceiling, and then it breaks out. It's not a severe breakout, but it's a mild breakout. And so we want to show that breakout with an arrow. So we're going to go back into clip art, and there's an arrow, so I'm going to click on this arrow, and I'm going to show where the breakout occurs. So I'm just going to move the arrow up here, and then I want to go to Actions, or double click on the arrow, and then I want to go to where it says Rotate, and the Rotate bar pops up, And now I'm going to just show that direction. I'm going to move the arrow, and you can see the arrow moving underneath. And there we go. So there is our breakout. So it's breaking out of congestion. All right. So at that point, you can see it's kind of breaking out of congestion. So now the blow off occurs. We see we kind of make a new resistance level here, but you notice when it comes back down to support. Now whenever you break through resistance, your old resistance level becomes a new support level. So as soon as I break out right here, this resistance level now becomes a level of support, and now the new resistance level looks like it's about right here. So now it's in congestion here for a little bit, not too long, just a little bit. And you can see now it hits support, the new support level, and at support level, then you have what is called a blow-off. So the blow-off occurs, and as we can see, it blew off quite a bit here at this point. So I'm going to add my shape again. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to add my clip art. And I'm going to pull that arrow right here. And I'm going to rotate that. So rotate. And I'm going to now have it, oops, I clicked on the wrong one there. Let's click on this. There we go. And now we're going to rotate that one downward. All right, so there it is. Save it. And you can kind of see we have now an official blow-off. So there is, I'm going to label the blow-off. So for you guys, we want to see, I want you to label the chart, and then obviously once you create your chart, you're gonna basically go to a new page and then embed your next chart there. So there's a clear example of a blow off, a breakout, all the different pieces there. So we want you to kind of interpret these charts and find the different levels, and then from those levels we have to kind of be familiar with congestion, breakout, blow off, and then we could start definitely trading off of the patterns that we interpret. So happy chart finding. Find 5 good charts, put them in your simple booklet, and then once you create your simple booklet, make sure it's saved, and then share that file with me in your investing folder. Happy chart marking up, and we'll make this a very fun semester.